Welcome to a second round game, or excuse me, the second game of the day in the first round already begun because, well, I guess there's no rules today. Not scheduled to start for 3 more minutes. But whoever's in charge said, sure, why not? Let's go. So a minute has gone by already between the Ducks of Stevens and the Cardinals of Catholic University of America. We'll talk about the players and goalies and all that jazz that we had planned for a nice, great pregame show for you. We'll do that as the game goes along, I guess. I'm Joe Hutzler, the narrator for today's ride along. And hopefully your team wins today, and you can experience the power of LHSN tomorrow in the second round game at 2 o'clock. And here's our first shot of the day for the Ducks, and it's the back of the net for Aiden Hemphy. Beg your pardon, that is Catholic. See, I'm all screwed up now. Sean Bodo, junior from Seaford, New York, for the Catholic Cardinals, scores for the first time today. Assist goes to Kevin Crowley. Apologies for getting my bearings together here, but, you know, when you aren't told what's going on, it leads to some frustration. So we will get through it. Catholic coming in today undefeated on the season, 8-0 record, so not as many games played as some, mostly that some being the rest of the teams in this pod. Lynchburg finishing up with their win today, 19 games played. Stevens has played 15, and Pfeiffer, the losing program of the first game, they had played 14 when the season was over. But the Cardinals on top, looking for another shot. Here it comes, and it misses left of the goalie for the Ducks. That is Jake Zaher. Zaher out of Wilton, Connecticut in his freshman season playing in the NCAA tournament. For the Ducks, it is their 11th time in the NCAA tournament. And now they're looking to tie things up. Tyler Ryan has possession now. Each team with 2 shots early. Based on the records that we have, we believe this is the first meeting ever of these programs. And we expect it to be a closer contest than our first game today. Again, Lynchburg winners 26-11 over the Falcons of Pfeiffer University. A historic moment today for the Falcons, not only claiming the first automatic bid in athletic history since moving from D2 to D3, but also Jared Nelson becoming the all-time career points leader, breaking a record from 1996, now with 452 career points. So congratulations to Mr. Nelson and the Falcons on a great year. Lynchburg awaits the winner of these 2 league champions. The Ducks winning the MAC Freedom Conference with a win over Misericordia, and Catholic winning the Landmark Conference for the 3rd time with a 16-8 victory over Elizabethtown College back on May 8th. Catholic up by 1. A long shot clangs off the side of the net once again. That was Sean Baldo with the shot. Big stop in net. It's number 6, Nick Pizzone. He has started all 9 games now in the season. Gives up 8 goals per contest, so that's just 1 goal per game. 77 saves in 8 games played. Expects to see more shots today than he has most of the season. Big shoulder up, big moment right there. Tommy Welch. Michael Burns, who still has it. Burns back at X, shaded by Welch. Here's Burns using those longer arms to get a shot away, but missing it to the left. Long shot that misses wide right. Ryan Gephardt, senior out of Baldwinsville, New York. Team leader in points with 92 this year. And a bouncer that finds the back of the net for Ryan Kaplis. A little bit closer to home than usual for the Mooresville, North Carolina native. '27th goal of the season for Kaplis, and we're knotted up at 1 goal apiece. Apologies for the delay in play-by-play. Had to take care of some video board business for a moment. Again, since we were given no warning to the 5-minute head start. Catholic got off to a good start, but Stevens responding to now take the lead. Ryan Gephardt getting in on the action. We assume he will be there a lot today in the goal tally side. 66th goal of the season. Here it is again. A little bit of hesitation, not much room to shoot. Excellent, excellent play from 42 in white. And a 2-1 lead for the Ducks. One of just 2 colleges in the U.S. with the Ducks as the mascot. Of course, the other being Oregon. But only one Attila the Duck, and that is from SIT, as that is a big old G for 55, Jason Coyle. Fifth goal of the season for the long pole, and just nobody came out. It takes longer to get that shot out of your stick on the long pole reach, but it comes out faster too. And that low shot too much for Pizzone. And we go back to work with the Ducks holding possession. Just a few moments ago, it was 5-5 in terms of shots. Now 10-5 for the Ducks, as they have also taken control of the face-off area. Evan Eccleston. Now they work it around back to X with Burns. Here's Kaplis, had the first goal for the Ducks. And the long shot coming, and it just rises high over the crossbar from Gebhardt. Fresh shot clock for the Ducks. It's a team that averages 19 goals per contest. Shooting percentage of 33%. Gebhardt a large part of that, but forced to give it up. Catholic double teaming the leader in points. And this one sails through the crease from Tyler Ryan. Gebhardt restarts, lets it go. Over 190 shots for Gebhardt this season. And you can see why he leads the team in that statistical category. If there's just an inch of space to get his hands free, he's looking for the twine. Under 30 seconds to shoot for the Ducks. Gebhardt, short side, goes low and finds the goal again. Second of the quarter for 42. And the Ducks up by 3. Looking at it again, Michael Burns with the assist. And the Ducks, after giving up the first goal of the contest just a minute and a half into play, have battled back to score 4 unanswered. And a quick win on the face-off. Here's a shot, a goal again! The Ducks waddling their way to a 4-goal advantage. Jack Severis with the goal, the assist to Larry Park. Less than 10 seconds gone by after goal 4. And Stevens firmly in control of this one. It was such, I had so many great things in that pregame that you didn't get to see. So I'll try to remember them now. It just one of those games where you just don't know what to expect, because these two teams in their conferences, they dominated conference play. On the stat sheet, on paper, it's not seen as two conferences that are up there in the echelon of great men's lacrosse Division III conferences. So you just don't know what you're going to get when they come here together, especially first meeting ever between these programs. So they don't really know what to expect. Right now, the Ducks took their lumps early. They've battled back, and it's Catholic having to make all the adjustments as Pizzone comes up with a huge save here in this first quarter, trying to weather the storm, trying to go into damage control. In transition, a chance to come back and score. It's missed wide by 42 in black. That is Griffin Smith with the chance. But here, the Cardinals, they haven't had possession in a long time in their offensive third. They must come away with at least a good shot, if not a goal. They have to remind themselves that their offense can do good things when given the moment. And we're looking at a team with 149 goals, make it 150 on the season now. And that's just in 8 games played, remember. This is also our first chance to see what it's like for a team that hasn't played as many contests as their opponent. That's going to be one of the talking points in this NCAA tournament, as the Cardinals are able to pick up the ground ball here, looking for an open chance that possibly was there, switching to his right hand, and a stick check that sends D'Ambrogi's shot high. But there's some teams in this tournament that have less than 8 games played. How are they going to fare if they get down, if they face adversity for the first time? We're seeing Catholic take on that thought right now. They haven't been tested like this all season long. So here they are in the NCAA tournament on a neutral site field, facing their largest deficit in the first quarter this season. How are they going to respond? What are they going to be able to do? This offensive chance is crucial if they can get one, but they won't. Shot clock violation. The Stevens Ducks take control. Now they're back in transition. Galloping through the field is Jason Coyle. He's got a goal, and now he's got an assist. Another one for Ryan Gephardt. Already a hat trick for 42 in white. You know, sometimes you look at the stat sheet and you think, man, they go to that guy a lot. I wonder if he's going to be able to showcase himself against another team, against a team they haven't seen, maybe a better defense. So far, not the case. He is a formidable opponent on his own, let alone when the rest of the team is able to find him open. And we certainly, at this point, will look forward to the potential matchup with that Lynchburg defense tomorrow at 2 p.m., which is the start time of the second round game here this weekend. And here we go one more time. This time it's bouncing left wide. A shot again from Severis. Pizzone hugging that corner and not allowing that ball to get through. 4 saves for Pizzone. Turnover here. The Ducks have the advantage. Pizzone out of his net. Easy goal for Stevens. Jack Severis didn't get it done the last time on offense. No doubt about this one. What an absolute fantastic interception from guess who, Ryan Gephardt again. I would avoid this side of the field if I was Catholic. Definitely go to the other side. Try to test out somebody else. Whether it's offense or defense, Gephardt is helping to lead the charge. Face-off win there for the Cardinals. Mike McShay helping out CUA. They desperately need a goal, do the Cardinals. Kevin Crowley doing all he can to try and work his way around Joe Cawley. And a shot that eventually comes but misses left. You know, that's one thing we've seen this year on LHSN, the teams that try to do it against a Lynchburg defense that's pretty similar to Stevens right now in terms of their lockdown style. You got to pass it around. You got to move the defender's feet. You got to move the goalie to get a chance. So see if the Cardinals can get that going, and they do, and they find the back of the net. Surprise, surprise. You move the ball around a little bit, you pass it a few times, and in the end, it's an assist from Ryan Carroll to the goal scorer, Kevin Crowley. For Crowley, that's goal number 38 on the year. He's the team leader in goals and points. Trevor Carroll will bring it across midfield for the Ducks, outshooting the Cardinals 20-10 with 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ryan Gephardt with 3 goals to lead the Ducks on offense. Catholic has put 2 shots on target. Both have gotten past the Stevens netminder, Jake Zaher. 60 seconds to go. And once again, a long shot. This time a clang banger off the post. Rebound. Chance comes again, and it bounces short. Stevens has no problem shooting from long range, and why not? Most of them have found their way to the back of the net. But that'll certainly be one thing that Lynchburg's defense will think about. Force them either inside or make sure you've got someone to cover those long shots. A lot of teams try to work their way in closer. But if you're going to leave it open and you're Stevens, well, take it. Big ground ball scooped up and brought back down by Griffin Smith. 20 seconds to go. Cardinals would love to get a goal here. 4-goal deficit is nothing in the sport of lacrosse. Running out of time now as they try to get their bearings together. 10 seconds left. This is Luke D'Ambrogi. D'Ambrogi, nowhere to go. Time running out, and it does. Catholic bookends the first quarter, but a lot of Ducks action in between. They lead it 7-2 after 1 quarter of play on LHSN.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go on a personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
1 quarter of play in the books here from Schellenberger Field on the campus of University of Lynchburg. I'm Joe Hutzler, happy to be with you today for our second of 2 games in the first round. The first contest saw Lynchburg win for the 12th time at home this season by a final of 26-11. Right now, Stevens Institute of Technology leads 7-2. The Ducks have been around since 1870. The oldest institution of the 4 schools here this weekend. And a really cool fact is they took part in a World War II program with the Navy, and the Navy responded by naming a ship after the school, the SS Stevens Victory. Other fun facts are reserved for later in the game if it doesn't get any closer than this, because we'll need some stuff to talk about. Second quarter underway with a push by Stevens. So Catholic will get possession, something they desperately needed to try and start this quarter on the right foot, but that will not help. A turnover to start the second quarter of play. And a response from Stevens on the other end. How about that from Nolan Quad? Quad A, maybe. There's no pronunciation, so I can't help you out there. But first, the interception, and then 7 taking it all the way down the other end. A freshman out of Branchburg, New Jersey. Long bomb. The SS Stevens Victory. Accurate. #25th shot of the game so far for the Ducks. 13 have been on target. Pizzone has made 5 saves. Also, just quickly look at the faceoffs number. It's 9-3, advantage Stevens in that area. So if you are losing in a contest, of course, the best way to get back is to have possession. And right now they're not winning the faceoff, so you don't have the ball, you can't score. Big moment here. Ground ball scooped up. Tynan Hillary passes ahead. One more. Inside. Shot low. Bounces through. Nice goal from the Cardinals in response. Jack McGorry giving the Cardinals their third of the contest. Colin Stein gets the assist on this play. Man, I got to find some shade. Whew. We're finally enclosed here at Schellenberger Field, but got temporary windows that don't open. So it's a greenhouse if you stand right in the sun. Fortunate, though, we do have AC in the building, so I'm going to scoot my way down closer to that. I figure most of you watching have never been here, so we'll give you a little bit of the lay of the land. As the Cardinals come back and cut the lead in half. How about that individual sprint and goal from Ryan Carroll, sophomore out of Pipersville, Pennsylvania. Coming in on the substitution. Go to goal, boy. And Carroll does for the first time today. And for Carroll, that is, well, I'm looking for it. Can't find it yet. As Catholic tries to win back possession. It's a tight one here on the near sideline. Whistle blew before it was thrown back in play. And it was deflected off of Catholic. And so Catholic will, Catholic will have possession. I think that's correct. Stevens was just out of bounds when he tried to throw it back in play and bounce it off a Catholic player. So that will go to Catholic correctly. 9th goal of the year, by the way, for Ryan Carroll. And he's got the ball now. He's in the lead for my favorite hometown to say this season on broadcast, Pipersville, Pennsylvania. Just sounds awesome. Sounds rough and tough. Wise decision there from Dan Broggi. Letting it roll out. Fresh shot clock. Cardinals go back to work. They've scored 2 in a row. Nice catch. High pass from Jack McCory. And a long shot that misses wide from Carroll. Here's Carroll again. He's got some space. Dumps it. Great pass. Right idea, but just didn't cleanly find the cross of his intended target. He was looking for Bodo as the officials stop to reset things. Catanacci holds on to it. Now gives it back to Bodo. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Bodo scored the first goal of the game. And then it was 7 straight from the Ducks. As that will be a whistle, and it will go back to the Ducks on the official's decision. Wasn't able to see the call from that official in terms of hand gesture, so I'm not sure what it was. So really, you can kind of get a sense this is a really big moment for Catholic's chances, as it did not look good for a long, long time. It was 7-2 after the first quarter, but they know they can score, and they've had possession a lot more here in the second quarter than the first. So they're giving themselves a chance. Now it's what are you going to do with it? How are you going to respond in terms of scoring goals? It's great to have the ball, but if you don't score, it really doesn't mean anything. Cut that out and put it on the broadcasting moment of the year. And a third straight goal for the Cardinals, second in a row for Ryan Carroll. And they're right back in it. Again, just shooting space, right? If you're a defender, you got to stay tight. We've seen that so much today between both of these teams. Yes, it's a long shot, but hey, if it's open, take it. And that's what Carroll has done. After a face-off win, a great check from behind from Catholic's Austin Stanley, forcing that shot high. And it's the Ducks' turn to respond. Ducks work it around, short-sided shot. That deflects wide and will stay here with Stevens. Gephardt rolls back, shoots it off the top bar and away. Inches from goal number 4. Instead, it's Brendan Sullivan resetting with a new shot clock. Tyler Ryan will bring it around as the Ducks try to respond. They did score the opening goal of the quarter, but have given up 3 unanswered. Skip pass out top, tough to handle. Regrouping is Jake Wright. Now he lets it go, and Pizzone's there for the stop and the scoop. Quick outlet pass, caught on the run. Here come the Cardinals trying to score again. Tynan Hillary across midfield, given up here to Bodo. Save! Big one from Zaire, his first of the day, believe it or not. And it comes at a fortuitous time as the Cardinals try to take advantage of Big Mo being on their side in the second quarter. One extra pass. Bodo, this time another stop from Zaire. And a whistle and a call of a push coming from back at midfield that will keep the possession with the Cardinals. Lucky break for the visitors for the purposes of today's game. Of course, both these teams visitors to Lynchburg. But on the stat sheet, Stevens is the home squad wearing white. Catholic sporting their Under Armour black unis. Adidas versus Under Armour. It was Adidas versus New Balance in the first game. New Balance trying to get in on the lacrosse action, realizing that it's growing really fast. Good to see some apparel wars, perhaps, to keep the popularity of the sport going. Some sloppy passes here from both teams. And it's a clean, easy ground ball scoop by Griffin Smith. Passed ahead. Here comes a backhander that misses. Man, haven't seen one of those this season. Leave it to Tommy Welch to try for that. 7:23 to go. Timeout on the field. We'll step aside. The Ducks holding serve, but the Cardinals swooping back in.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Look down on the Catholic University of America Cardinals, trailing at the moment 8-5, but they have scored 3 unanswered goals to bring it back within a reasonable deficit. Stevens, well, they had 7 goals in the first quarter. It seems like things have simmered down a little bit for the Ducks. Give credit to that guy right there on the right side of the screen. Zaire wasn't tested at all in the first quarter except for once, and it got past him, the opening shot of the game. But he has been tested 2 times in the last 2 minutes and able to stop both and keep it 8-5. Ryan Carroll, good pass and a shot that's wide. They keep going back to that little cut through the middle. And why not? It's getting them chances just a few feet away from the goalie. Carroll looking for Bodo multiple times. Getting pretty crowded in the center of the formation. Shot from Cantonacci will go to the Ducks. Great effort diving for that one from Sean Coulter. And the Ducks will go back to work. Out shooting Catholic so far 30-20. Leading in most statistical categories, but a lot of that being inflated because of the first quarter success. Long shot, stopped by Pizzone. Thrown ahead. What an excellent outlet pass. Here come the Cardinals in transition. That pass deflected, loose in the middle, and gladly scooped up by Danny Crotty. Another turnover, though. Both teams not passing well at all. And eventually the Ducks will prevail. Right now, 14 turnovers between the two programs. Skip pass to Mikey Whiteside. Whiteside. Spin dodge. Shot low. Pizzone gets a piece of it. Quick rebound, though. Scooped up back at X by Burns. Here we go again. Whiteside gives it up. Long rocket that misses high. Out of the stick of Brendan Sullivan. Gephardt. 3 goals. Severese, 2 goals. Maybe an assist. Yes! To quote the great Marv Albert, who's calling it a career at the end of the NBA playoffs, find time to bring up those 3 big letters as the Ducks get back in the scoring mood. Brendan Sullivan with his first goal of the day. And for the junior, that is also his 15th goal of the season. Catholic briefly has possession, trying to hold on to it. Long shot, and it will be stopped. Good work by Zaire. Not that time, though. Catching everyone off guard. Jack McGorry, his second of the day. Check it out again. McGorry getting the pass off screen, then on screen with the goal. Big face-off win for Mike McShay. And the Cardinals trying to cut the lead to 2. It hasn't been this close since it was 3-1. And they'll wait a little bit longer after that long pole shot from Austin Stanley. Kevin Crowley being defended by Joe Cawley. Cawley now getting involved is Aiden Hemphy. And Hemphy will pick up that ball on the turnover. Stevens, 8 of 11 on clears. Trying to turn it into goal number 10. Beautiful skip pass. Here's the shot, and I believe it got deflected up high. Jake Wright, the sophomore from Chesterfield, New Jersey, with the chance. Ducks still have it. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Gephardt, shaded by Tynan Hillary. Gephardt, quick pass. And a shot somehow getting out of the stick. Eventually Pizzone stopping it, and now the Cardinals trying to turn it into their 7th goal. Down by 3, in transition, flying through the middle, losing the ball though, and it's scooped up by Hemphy. Hemphy, no one covering him yet. Gephardt, shot, bang, off the side of the net. Even Gephardt thought it was in. The entire Stevens bench thought it was in. We may show it on the broadcast. We will not show it on the video board. We'll keep the fans in attendance guessing instead of starting to come up with their post-game plans of yelling at the officials. Well, forget post-game. They'll do it right now. Who are we kidding? They are not going to wait. Timeout by Stevens. They still lead it 9-6, but the Cardinals keeping it close. 2:17 to go in the second quarter of the first round here in the NCAA Division III Men's Lacrosse Tournament. Easy for me to say.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
I know people are waiting for me to talk, but I'm just enjoying the view like you are. Beautiful day here in Lynchburg, the host site of the first and second round. The winner of this pod will play the winner of the Stevenson pod. Stevenson will battle Christopher Newport tomorrow at 1 p.m. from Owings Mills, Maryland, the Mustangs and the Captains. Of course, CNU, well, they've had some time to get ready for Stevenson or Kane, whoever won today, because their game versus Endicott was ruled a no contest thanks to COVID-19 protocols. So tomorrow will be the first game played by the Captains, and maybe a chance to see Lynchburg again, maybe a chance to see someone new like Stevens or Catholic. This one's still too close to call. It's a 3-goal lead for Stevens, but the Cardinals have certainly won the second quarter. As far as goals being scored, Stevens has 2 in this quarter, maybe 3. No, Pizzone stops that one. His 12th save of the game so far. Catholic has scored 5 goals in the second quarter. At one point, they scored 3 unanswered. And now both goalies getting in on the action. Zayer on your screen, tossing it ahead, and eventually connecting with Brendan Sullivan. Sullivan has a goal, so does this guy. He's got 2, Severis. Mikey Whiteside gives it up to Gephardt, gets his hands free and goes for it. This time it's wide high. As an announcer, you got to be ready. As soon as Gephardt has possession, you got to get your goal call ready. He is not afraid to shoot from anywhere. Of course, notably, he shoots on that side of the field. Here's a shot again from that side. It's only a different player this time. Ryan Kaplis. His second goal of the game is the 10th of the contest for the Ducks. Comes with 39 seconds to go in the first half of play. Kaplis scored the first goal for the Ducks. And he's able to tally his second to increase the lead to 4. Good face-off win for the Cardinals, trying to cut it back to 3 before the end of the half. Sprinting down. The other side of the field is McShay. McShay gives it up. 27 seconds to go. Kearns looking for a friendly jersey. And now Catholic will take a timeout to talk about this last play. They'll draw something up. We'll see what it is when we come back. 23 seconds to go in the quarter on LHSN.
Diving in college taught me to strive and be the best athlete I can be, but also the best student I can be. My coaches always made sure that the student comes first, because not everyone's going to become a professional athlete. So they make sure that we will do great in academics. I knew that would only open the door to my future, and I'm really excited to start my dream program for physical therapy.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
23 seconds left in the second quarter. Stevens up 10-6. Catholic trying to change that before the break. They're going to start on the far side with D'Ambrogi. Back at X in the possession of Bodo. Working around the perimeter. 10 seconds left. Thrown back to X. Inside shot. Goal with 6 seconds to go. Sean Bodo. He scored the first goal of the half, and he very well may have scored the last. Check this out again. Bodo to your left, coming in eventually. D'Ambrogi with the assist. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. Got a good one here, folks. We'll give you some time to refill your refreshments, grab some more dip, but don't miss the start of the third. It's coming your way in just a few moments right here on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network. Cardinals, Ducks, NCAA first round. Yeah.
Stevens Institute of Technology is a student-centric research university driven by the belief that if you create an environment where passion is nurtured, results will follow. At Stevens, our passion is for sharing knowledge, creating opportunities, and enabling discovery. We're committed to launching the next great creators, innovators, and entrepreneurs. Our passion is creating opportunities for students to have hands-on experiences, engage in faculty-mentored research, and gain access to industry partners. That passion drives our research, from cancer treatments and quantum networks to financial systems, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Our students design award-winning resilient housing, explore the intersections of art and technology, and aim to launch rockets into space. We are creating stronger cybersecurity, smarter health apps, agile robots, and intelligent treatments for disease. Our passion for collaboration has led to mutually beneficial relationships with industry partners, and we are building new, cutting-edge facilities to fuel these passions. We get results. Results that attract employers who know that problem solvers are the difference makers in our world. At Stevens, creativity is unleashed, new thinking emerges, and the future of innovation is inspired. This is no ordinary pursuit. It's our passion.
At the nation's second oldest research university, Catholic University scientists pioneer new vaccines, draw digital maps of the galaxy, and turn dangerous nuclear waste into glass. They discovered the neutrino, helped track down the elusive Higgs boson, and continue to probe the wonders of the universe, large and small. From discovering rain on the sun to finding complex molecules in interstellar space, we built America's first experimental wind tunnel, introduced the study of psychology in the United States, and demonstrated how simple folded paper structures can provide a matrix for growing human bones and tissue. From our campus in Washington, D.C., also sprang the idea for the Big Bang, as well as a national minimum wage. Today, our students help heal the sick and injured, design robotics and prosthetics that restore function to the wounded and infirm, engage the forces driving international migration, and improve the quality of mental health services in medically underserved communities. They collaborate with faculty who not only design the next generation of high-efficiency batteries, but also the new economics of energy and the environment needed in the age of climate change. And they join graduates who serve in our national and state capitals, manage Major League Baseball, football, and basketball teams, create award-winning children's television programs, build museums, monuments, electric cars, and rocket ships, who dive for sunken treasure, have won 2 Oscars, 7 Tony Awards, and 2 Pulitzer Prizes, that first described the principles of the laser, developed the first intervention treatment for asthma, and created the world's first desktop computer. At the Catholic University of America, we continue to build on a 133-year legacy of taking on real-world challenges and finding solutions and answers across all subject matter. We offer more than 70 undergraduate degree programs and an interdisciplinary education that will prepare you for a lifetime of professional success. Your story starts here at the Catholic University of America.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Halftime here at University of Lynchburg. The Stevens Institute of Technology Ducks lead the Cardinals of Catholic University of America 10-7. Back in a flash on the Lynchburg Hornet Sports Network.
Diving in college taught me to strive and be the best athlete I can be, but also the best student I can be. My coaches always made sure that the student comes first, because not everyone's gonna become a professional athlete. So they make sure that we will do great in academics. I knew that would only open the door to my future, and I'm really excited to start my dream program for physical therapy.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
And we're back here, get ready to start the third quarter. But before we get to the future, let's look at the past. Some first half highlights of this 10-7 contest between the Ducks and the Cardinals. Right now, it is Stevens on top 10-7. 41 shots to 25 for the Cardinals. 22-11 advantage with shots on goal as well. 12 saves for Pizzone, 4 for Zaire. And a really good balanced attack. I mean, the first quarter certainly was all Stevens. They led 7-2, and then Catholic battles back to make it a 3-goal game. But credit to the Ducks. They've weathered that response from the Cardinals, but they have not allowed them to get within 3 goals. So, therefore, keeping an arm's length distance, holding the lead, and trying to earn a second-round berth to battle the Hornets of University of Lynchburg tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. right here on LHSN. Third quarter underway. Hey, we were ready for it this time. Thanks a lot. Larry Park wins it for the Ducks. They hold the face-off advantage 13-7 now. It was much more lopsided at the end of the first quarter. Mikey Whiteside, nowhere to go, so forced to redirect it to Sullivan. Brendan Sullivan, one of the Ducks to score in the first half of play. A whistle in the crease, says the official. That was Severis in the crease. I think I just came up with a really cool YouTube channel for him, if he knows how to describe lacrosse. Severis in the crease. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you subscribe. If it needs a producer, I'm available. So the Ducks fortunate to get the ball back on that turnover. Scoring-wise, Gephardt with 3 goals, 2 assists. Savarese with 2 goals and 1 assist. Good check here from the Cardinals. Man, they have recovered so well after a dismal first quarter. And now they're going to be a man up. First time today we have seen either team with the extra man. One-minute slashing penalty that is going to go against the man we've talked about a lot so far, Jack Severis. So he will sit for a minute. Catholic will go to work with an extra man on the turf. 18 man-up goals in 8 games played this season. It's a lot of bad defense. Or a lot of good offense. Depends on how you look at it, which team you're rooting for. Great look inside, off the stick of Zaire and away. Good chance for the Cardinals. They come back with another bouncer, and again, 16 and White is up to the task. Saves 4 and 5 for him today. And the Ducks will run out the clock. They've got 15 seconds left in the penalty to Savarese. Holding possession is Michael Burns, and now we're all even here. Savarese comes back in, promptly gets the ball, says, yep, my stick's still good. Here, take it back. Let me get to my correct side of the formation. Ryan Kaplis gives to Gephardt. And a clean steal. That ball just went straight into this cross of the defender. Tynan Hillary. Smooth transition. Now it's the Cardinals trying to bring that deficit within 2. It has not been that close since it was 3-1. Long pole shot. And a stop for Zaire. Tough start to the second quarter for the Ducks netminder, but if he can continue to play this smart, they'll hold this 3-goal advantage or more throughout the rest of the contest. And certainly have to expect Stevens to score more. Most likely won't come as easy as the first quarter did. But that may be enough of an advantage to get him through to the end. Nice work back at X from Burns. Short-sided shot, glances off the post and away. Burns again, skip pass out top. And I could have swore that shot went off the post, but the shot clock never reset. And the officials never made the circle motion in the air for a reset. So if they don't do that, then the shot clock operators don't change it. It's up to the officials to make that call. Gephardt, 5 seconds to shoot. Long shot coming here, and it's a save from Pizzone. And then a ground ball scooped up by Colin Stein. 13 saves for the sophomore out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania, a lacrosse hotbed for sure. Lynchburg has had a lot of great players from that area. It's one of those niche towns, right? Lacrosse just is one of those sports. Hasn't taken over countrywide yet, but the places where it's popular, it's uber popular, and that is an uber goal. Kevin Crowley keeping it low and making it a 2-goal game. Second goal of the day for Crowley. It is his 39th of the season. And a huge face-off win to boot for Mike McShay. Crowley being covered by Hemphy. And a shot wide. It's going to stay with the Cardinals. Tough call to make for the officials. Tough one to take if you're the Ducks. Hard to tell from this angle, though, who exactly was the closest. As a spin dodge turns into a goal, and we're almost tied. Sean Bodo. What a great effort. Spinning in on the defender, saying, stop me, do what you can. Could not. Third goal of the day. And the Cardinals have absolutely dominated this game since the start of the second quarter. Stevens on their heels. They don't have much of a rhythm because they don't have possession very often. They've got to find it here. They've got to reestablish themselves as the one with the advantage in more ways than just this slim lead on the scoreboard. At the same time, as someone who doesn't have a dog in the fight, this is great. I'm so glad we have ourselves a close game to showcase to you, a close game to follow and call. After that 26-11 drubbing of the Falcons earlier today. Rebound chance, and it skipped off a player's leg and wide. Evan Eggleston that close to responding for the Ducks. Ryan Gephardt tries for the swim. Nothing doing there thanks to Hillary. Dodge left, looking for a skip. Instead goes back to GLE. That was Eggleston. This is Burns. Now Carroll, Trevor Carroll. Ryan Carroll scored 2 goals for the Cardinals. Trevor Carroll looking just to get that ball away. Finally does. Skip pass, Gephardt. Here it comes, and it misses high. Burns gives it up to Savarese. Eggleston, nowhere to go. Great defense from Stanley. Jake Wright gives to Carroll. Gephardt, 10 to shoot. He just needs a little bit of room. He's looking for it. He finds it. He lets it go and scores. Ryan Gephardt, the Texas hat trick. 4 goals today, and the Ducks back up by 2. Four goals today for Gephardt. That is 69 goals. Nice. On the year. Clean face-off win. Here they come again. Low to high. Quack, quack. It's Jack Savarese with the hat trick. Got to give the love to Larry Park, the junior out of Fairfax, Virginia, with that face-off win that led to a goal just 6 seconds after their 11th. It's the Ducks again, up by 3. Welch gets it back, lets it rip, and we've got ourselves a goal party, folks. Crank up the music. It's getting fun in here. Tommy Welch, the junior out of Hingham, Massachusetts, scoring for the first time today and for the 4th time this season. Back to a 2-goal contest with 6:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Clean win again. Could we have another? No. Pass knocked away by Joe Thiraway. Gephardt picks up the ground ball. You know it's coming. There it is. Can't stop it. Goal number 5 for Gephardt. Four goals scored in less than 1 minute so far. There's still time to score again before the minute mark since that Gephardt goal with 6:38 remaining. Savarese, Welch, and Gephardt again. Violation on the faceoff gives possession to the Ducks. What a day for Ryan Gephardt. 5 goals, 2 assists. That gives him 99 points on the year. Sure to get to the century mark before the end of this one. Almost right there. Man, that was so close to being clipped for the reel. Here's one glancing off the body of Pizzone. And he will roll around back at X. Now being chased, has to give it up. Looking ahead before he made the catch was Tynan Hillary. A rare mistake by the junior. but he's able to recover and finds a friendly shirt. Bevavino out there with D'Ambrogi. D'Ambrogi lost it. Clean sweep, pick up the other way. In transition, here are the Ducks out top. Long shot coming and a stave from Pizzone. Tyler Ryan a couple times today has been denied on good stops from 6 in black. And as he gets into the offensive area, Ben Carther says, come on, coach, I had a chance at a shot. But John Sachs says, hold on, fella. Let's call a timeout and talk things over. Still a 3-goal game, but it's a thriller so far. 13-10. Stevens leads Catholic with 4:28 to go in the third quarter.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Welcome back to Schellenberger Field on the campus of University of Lynchburg. I'm Joe Hutzler here on LHSN. Happy to have you along for the ride today. It has been a fun one after a first quarter that made us think, oh no, not another one. The Catholic Cardinals have done a great job of battling back here, keeping it tight, but the Ducks have done their part to keep them at arm's length, and it's still a 3-goal advantage for what in this game amounts to the home team. The winner of today's matchup will battle the Hornets of University of Lynchburg, the host of this pod. Lynchburg taking care of Pfeiffer in dominating fashion, 26-11 earlier this afternoon. As D'Ambrogi recovers from bouncing off his wallet, back up, dishes it away. Long shot with plenty of coverage. Ryan Carroll may have taken a shot that wasn't necessary, as his counterpart wearing 36, Sean Coulter, had him covered like a blanket. Quick shot going low, short side from Crowley, looking for his third of the day. Instead, it'll roll out, and the Cardinals will keep it in play. Fresh shot clock. Ryan Carroll again. Finds a pass inside, and that one just was on target, so Zayer had to hold on to it, and does. 9 saves for Jake Zayer. 16 saves for Nick Pizzone. Who's going to land the next punch, and how quickly will the opponent respond? That's been the story of this third quarter. Back and forth. Catholic started with 2 goals to make it a 1-goal contest, and then the Ducks responded with 2 of their own, back to a 3-goal advantage, and we're to a 4-goal advantage now with that one from Jake Wright. The Ducks have scored 4 of the last 5 goals in this third. And for the first time today, it is the sophomore from Chesterfield, New Jersey. 10th goal of the season for Mr. Wright. That's pretty cool. Like, the rest of his life, he will always be Mr. Right, never Mr. Wrong. Like, how do you formally tell him he's wrong? Well, I hate to tell you, Mr. Right, but you're wrong. Like, but he's kind of right. I don't know. Conundrum for someone else. Wright is the 9th Duck to score 10 goals or more this season. Very balanced group. High scoring affair typically in their contests. And another one potentially for Gephardt, but Pizzone's best friend steps in to make the save. Good clear for the Cardinals. They did a very good job of responding late in the second quarter to give them some momentum into halftime. Only trailing by 3. They carried that into the start of the third quarter. It was a 10-9 game at one point, but now the Ducks going back to what they did a lot in the first quarter, and they've got themselves a strong 4-goal advantage. In a game like this that's this tight, each team going back and forth, you feel like 4 goals is enough. But, of course, we still have a whole quarter and 55 seconds to find out if it will be and who will be playing the Hornets tomorrow. We'll see if the Ducks hold for the last shot. Of course, if Gephardt has any space, he's going to let it rip. No doubt about it. 21 shots today. 21 of the team's 55. How about 22? And Pizzone with a big stop off the left foot. Great look, but not able to connect. Oh, my goodness, what a chance for Tyler Ryan. Slicing through the defense, but the pass was just off the mark. Maybe the sun got in the way. All I know is that we've got a great fourth quarter shaping up. Why would you want to go anywhere else? I see you trying to move in your seat. Stay right there. Good luck. Don't change anything if you're a Stevens fan. Maybe find that old hat if you're a Catholic fan. Whatever it takes. Superstitions are at large. 14-10. It's all on the line. Next.
Diving in college taught me to strive and be the best athlete I can be, but also the best student I can be. My coaches always made sure that the student comes first, because not everyone's going to become a professional athlete. So they make sure that we will do great in academics. I knew that would only open the door to my future, and I'm really excited to start my dream program for physical therapy.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
What fun we've had today in this first round contest between the Ducks and the Cardinals. 15 minutes remaining to see who will face the Hornets tomorrow at 2 p.m. in the second round game. Right now, Stevens on top, 14-10. outshooting the Cardinals 56-36. They've had 31 shots on goal, but Pizzone with 17 saves, 9 saves for Zaire. Each team has had an extra man opportunity, both failing to convert on those chances. 18-9 face-off advantage for the Ducks. That certainly bodes well for their chances as the game continues. 14 turnovers for the Cardinals, 9 for the Ducks, and 9 calls turnovers for Stevens, 3 for the Cardinals. As I'm looking at the stats, I do want to give a shout out to the sports information staffs at both Stevens and Catholic. They have been wonderful to work with this week as far as obtaining some commercials that you've enjoyed during the broadcast, some clips that people in the venue have enjoyed to recap what the teams have done through the postseason especially. Very easy to work with, very happy to help in any way possible. This is not our first time hosting NCAA tournament games, but it is the first time that we haven't had any issues with the folks that are coming and their requests and all their needs. So major thank you to both Catholic and Stevens as well as Pfeiffer. Big stop by Zaire to start this fourth quarter. Both goalies are going to be huge factors, you would think, as the game progresses. Certainly have been in the early parts of the fourth stanza. In transition, long shot, and it's wide left from the stick of Michael Burns. Quick look at some individuals. Ryan Gephardt, as you might imagine, leading all players with goals. 5 goals, 2 assists, 23 shots. Savarese has a hat trick as well for the Ducks. Then for Catholic, it's Bodo with 3 goals, 2 goals for Crowley and 2 for McGorry. This is Burns looking again, and this time it's just a bit closer, but not close enough. Going wide of the cage. 35 seconds on the shot clock as the sun begins to set in Lynchburg, Virginia. It'll be a great feeling for the winner to know they're playing again tomorrow. Unfortunately, they've got a long trip back to the hotel and a long one back tomorrow. Over an hour drive to Roanoke, Virginia, where all 3 of the visiting teams are staying. As the Ducks are the ones in feel-good mode right now. Jake Wright with his second of the day makes it 15-10. Wright scored the final goal of the third quarter, gets us started in this fourth. And keep the Ducks in the driver's seat. Better have some tall pedals if the Ducks driving. Short legs, webbed feet, could be tough. Big win off the face-off. Long post, sprinting through, shot, and it just deflects wide. Jason Coyle has a goal already. He's, I want another one. Instead, it's a scramble here for the ball near the far end line, and it will be Cardinals' possession. In transition, here's a shot, and another stop from Zaire. No saves in the first quarter, only saw 1 shot against. Since then, he's come up big in big moments. Certainly has given up more goals than he would like to, but he's right around his average per game. More importantly, he's made some big stops when Catholic tries to regenerate some of that momentum. And then on the other end, he's getting help on offense. Jack Savarese, 4 goals, the Texas Hattie for the freshman. Sean Coulter will pick up the assist on that play as the Ducks try to start and finish the same way in dominating fashion. They led 7-2 after the end of the first quarter. Their largest lead was 6 when it was 8-2 in the second. So they have matched that deficit now. And unfortunately for the Cardinals, time is becoming an enemy as well. Big stop from Pizzone. Long rebound comes back out and handled by Evan Eggleston. So the Ducks will settle and look for another. Four unanswered goals to this point for the Ducks. Quick one inside. And a big stop from 6. Tyler Ryan has the worst luck right now. He's got some great cuts to the inside. Exactly where you want to be. Either Pizzone makes a stop or Ryan can't handle the pass. Speaking of a pass that is turned over. Good work by Crotty. And now the Ducks in transition. It's Gephardt just looking for a little bit of space. Rolls back, looking for help in the middle. Nobody there. Now creeping in, taking that pass is Capless. And Stevens can be a little bit more methodical as we dip under 10 minutes to play in regulation. The Ducks out shooting the Cardinals 64-38. And making good work of their most recent opportunities. Holding the 6-goal advantage. With a date with the Lynchburg Hornets on the line. Again, that game tomorrow is at 2 p.m. right here on LHSN. Mikey Whiteside with a chance. And it goes wide and will be possession Cardinals. Tough pass to connect on. 236 is going after it here and able to reach down, take it out of the mud and pull it to the left side of the field is Sean Coulter. And Coulter going down, 36 in black, coming back for some revenge. And the entire bench for Stevens getting up, getting hype as Coulter comes off. Stevens in no hurry, as they should be. Just wait for the right opportunity. Here is one. Gephardt missing, and a hold is called. It's going to go against Catholic. I didn't see the laundry on the field already. That's why they slowed things down. So the Cardinals will be sitting a man down for 30 seconds. Serving the penalty is Ryan Carroll. Second time the Ducks have been a man up. Did not score the first go around. They've got 30 seconds to change that. Nothing inside for Burns. Now a shot from Gephardt that's stopped by Pizzone. He brings it out. Got to be careful here. Need to get rid of it as he's being hounded by Gephardt. Ball is loose. Wide open goal mouth. And a nice pass and connection on the other side for the Cardinals as we go back to even strength. Can they make something happen quick here? Some quick looks, but getting it to Griffin Smith won't help. He's going to need to step out here soon. And now he will head back to midfield. Coming in for him is Ryan Carroll. Here's Carroll. Shifts to his right. Nowhere to go. Smothering defense by Joe Cawley. Stick up high. Shot comes anyway, and Zayer's there. He has stopped everything since about 6 minutes left in the third quarter, holding the Cardinals scoreless. Tough to keep that man scoreless on any play, but Pizzone does it. Gephardt may have been a little bit wide on that chance as well. Hard to see with the sun coming in to the booth the way it is. But a big sigh of relief for the Cardinals and their chances. But down by 6 and less than 6 minutes to go. Really, really hard when you don't have the ball. You know, you're not in control, obviously. You've got to wait out the shot clock. Thank goodness there is a shot clock. You don't have to rely on the officials to put the timer on anymore. And that one squeaked through the legs of Pizzone, but then it found the post and away. CUA needs a goal here. 5:15 remaining. Crowley with it. Left side, shot on the sharp angle, and it misses. But the Cardinals have a chance to reset, get the group they want out there. D'Ambrogi. And just a misguided attempt at a pass. Zayer makes the catch. And the Ducks starting to shake the pens in their bags, ready to write their name in that open slot in the second round bracket. Stevens holding on here. Will take on the Hornets tomorrow at 2. The other pod worth looking at in relation to that game tomorrow is the Stevenson pod. It'll be the Mustangs and the Captains tomorrow, Stevenson and Christopher Newport at 1 p.m. from Owings Mills, Maryland, the home of the Mustangs. The winner of that will play the winner of tomorrow's game here at Schellenberger Field. And that'll be next Saturday at Salisbury. 2 predetermined sites for the Elite Eight and Final Four, being RIT and Salisbury University. RIT, the number 1 overall seed, as Ryan Gephardt puts a few more sprinkles on the top of this one. 6th goal of the day. And the Ducks are on their way to round 2. If you're Catholic, you're really looking back at that first quarter as a huge, huge moment in the deciding of this game. They gave up 7 goals in the first 15 minutes. Just 10 since then. They've scored 8 since the end of the first quarter, so still not outscoring Stevens, but certainly things could have been a little bit different if it was closer after the first stanza. Timeout taken by Catholic. 3:27 to go. Stevens on top, 17-10. Just a few more minutes away from advancing to round 2.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that, and it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
.318 to go. Catholic doing all they can. Stevens' defense too tough to tame, but there is a whistle that will help out the Cardinals. And that ball sails high and wide. And the Ducks will take over. We'll see if he looks into the camera at any point, so you can be sure, as I am. Is that? Maybe it is. We got confirmation. That's Cal Ripken Jr., y'all. Checking out the action from University of Lynchburg. Part of Orioles lore and MLB. The Iron Man. Checking out a great showing of lacrosse today. One of the reasons I became an Orioles fan as a kid. And, of course, I always have to point back to when he played for the last time I was happy about what they do. Nice pass across the crease. The Cardinals aren't done yet. They're going to fight and claw until the very end. Jack McGorry with another one today, the junior out of Port Jefferson, New York. Great transition offense. Zayer did all he could, shaded the right way, was there for a save attempt, but McGorry takes control. John Sachs in that shot on your screen, the head coach, first year with Catholic, graduated from Tufts University in 2016. That was the year after Tufts defeated Lynchburg in the national championship in 2015. So Sachs a part of that group. You also may have seen Ivy Stucker in your shot. 2018 graduate of Roanoke College, so he's used to playing here. Didn't have a lot of great memories here. Lynchburg defeating Roanoke plenty of times. But doing a great job this year with the Cardinals. As a timeout is taken, 1:57 to go. It's 17-11. Stevens in the lead.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go on a personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
.157 to go. The Ducks on their way to a second round berth. Cardinals still going hard, and Zayer still there for the stop. 13 saves. And it helps the Ducks retain their 6-goal advantage. 71 shots today for Stevens. 45, nothing to sneeze at for the Cardinals, but they just got behind the 8 ball too early and were never able to fully recover as that stop is made from Pizzone. And I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm still a little bit baffled at all of the students in this press box not knowing who Cal Ripken Jr. is. This kind of hurts my heart a little bit. Just can't get over it. Is he somebody famous? Yes, very famous. Under a minute to go. The Ducks will increase their win total to 14. They'll be 14-2 overall. The Cardinals will suffer their first loss of the 2021 campaign, but will be able to relish in the fact that they won another landmark conference title. The Ducks, they've got a league title in their cap and will have an NCAA tournament win to go along with it. One more for the Cardinals for the road. It's Kevin Crowley. His third of the day. And that will take us to a likely final of 17-12. Ryan Carroll picks up the assist. A couple goals for him today, too. As the horn sounds, the Ducks outflock the Cardinals and take care of business in round one. 17-12, your final score here today. They will take on the Hornets of Lynchburg tomorrow at 2 p.m. right here on LHSN. Big shout out to the entire crew for great work today through 2 games. We're ready for more action tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Hope that you're here to enjoy what takes place at Schellenberger Field. Until then, I'm Joe Hutzler saying so long from Lynchburg, Virginia, and the round one of the Division III NCAA Men's Lacrosse Tournament.